Hey guys, Gary here. Going to be talking to you today about The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 8, and that amazing mid-season finale, and this will be my thoughts. I must say this will contain spoilers, so don't watch the video unless you've seen the episode, but once you've seen the episode, come back and watch it, and just let me know what you think. So, in the mid-season finale, we see the death of Beth Green. Now, I knew it was happening because I read online somewhere about spoilers, but I guessed it because of the title name, Coda, which was an ending of a musical piece, which, Beth's the most musical out of them all. She always sings, so that's where I knew. But even though I knew, it still has to be the most shocking death, I think, because just the way it happened, you think, oh wait, there, she might not actually die here. She might actually just walk away, but no, she bang, it just happened so fast. I love the way that scene was shot though, with the Dutch angles. The Dutch angles are mainly used in horrors and that to add suspense, and it's how something's going to happen. And I just love the way that scene was shot, and it was a sad loss to the group, to be honest, because she was becoming a really interesting character. I've got to say, I love the first major scene we see Rick in, where he's chasing that cop down who escaped in the last episode with the car, and he's like, please pull over, please stop, and in the end, he runs him over with the car, and then they're having that conversation with the police officer's like, you've broke my back, and take me to the hospital, and just the way Rick says that line that Gareth says, you can't go back, Bob. That was just it was like, oh shit, that's badass. It was like, and it was just bang, shot him in the head, which I thought was like, it probably had to be done because he broke his back, it was more of a merciful killing, to even being honest. But yeah, it was just really dark. It's like, whoa, Rick. Just ran him over. And I love the way they took that car scene from the comic book, with but it happened in the Woodbury Ark stories in the prison. Woodbury Martinez, his name was, escaped the prison, but he was a bit of he was like a double agent. He was reporting back to Woodbury, and Rick chases him down in the RV and bonnets him, and it's just there. It's one of the great moments which I wanted to always see in the series. So I'm glad we saw something of it. It was really good. And then we have this guy, Father Gabriel, who is still one of the most confusing characters in The Walking Dead at the minute. You just don't know what's happening with him. He goes to the school, and he finds the campsite where the termites were. He finds a Bible with Mary written on it, which is obviously Gareth's mum, but also a religious aspect to Gabriel. And then he sees Bob's leg with maggots on and all that, and that was just so gross. It's like, it was very disgusting, that. So he mainly went there to see if Rick's group of good people and tell him the truth, to be honest. And I'm glad it was I'm glad we got to see it, to be honest. And then the glass breaks on the school, and all the walkers get out, and that's it. Then Gabriel's running, and I love the bit where he gets back to the church, and he's banging on the door saying, "Let me in, let me in," and it makes him feel how those people felt who he locked out when the walkers were coming in, when the apocalypse broke out. And it was really good because then it was a change of situation. And then we get Col and Michonne defending them, getting them out, killing walkers, getting them in, then escaping the church again, locking the walkers in, and then boom, the fire truck, and it's like, yes, go Abraham. Abraham comes out. They've locked them all in, and yeah, that's where Michonne tells Maggie they found Beth. Beth's alive, and Maggie gets her hopes up, and it was just just a great. It was just a great thing to see. Then we have the proposal where Rick meets up with two officers and says, "We've got two of your people for two of ours," and he wants to make a proposal, which is it was actually a really good scene when the officer goes, "Where's the rest of your people?" And then you just see the walker behind in the back gets shot, and he goes, "They're close." It's just I thought that was quite good. And then yeah, the proposal happens. They agree to it, and then they head back to the hospital. Now the hospital is really where the shit went down. it started so well as well. You're like, oh wait, they're not gonna fight here because Dawn goes, we'll swap one for one. So they give one of the cops, then Carol comes over, and you're like, oh, fair enough. Yeah, that's a good deal, good swap there. And then they swap again, and this time Beth gets back into the group, and Rick gives her a bit of a hug, and it's all good, it's all good. And then like, we'll be leaving, and she goes, we want Noah. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go, it's going down. And then and Rick's going, no, that was not the deal. And Rick's getting angry, and you're like, oh shit, here we go, it's gonna be a bloodbath. And then Noah, which is really good to, because you can tell he's a good guy. He volunteers. He goes, all right. He gives the gun back to Rick as well. He goes, I'll do it. And then Beth turns and goes to Dawn, and she goes, and she just gives Noah a hug, and then goes to Dawn, I get it. And then stabs Dawn in the chest, well, by the shoulder, and then Dawn pulls the trigger. And then that's where I was like, what the fuck? It just went on a mad one. It was like, it all happened so fast, basically. And then Daryl, with tears in his eyes, holds the gun up, and I was like, Daryl's gonna shoot Dawn. And then boom, Dawn's head gets boom. Yeah, but before he shoots at Dawn's about to say something. And I don't know if she was pleading for her life, but she deserved this straight off. Now, this is the thing here. Everybody's going, how stupid is Beth for doing that? Obviously, I think it was suicide. Now, that might be an interesting point, but I think it was suicide. She knew, in order to save a life, she must risk a life. Basically, if that makes sense, she knew that she was going to die in order to save Noah. It was basically what she's been getting told in this hospital. Like, the way the doctor tells her to give that dude the drugs, and she ends up killing him. It was basically one of those moments where she got told. It was basically she knew she was going to have to do it. She was like, in order to kill Dawn, she's going to have to die herself. It was brilliant. It was like, oh my god. It was probably up there in the shocking deaths, because I knew it was going to happen, but it was just the way it happened. If you get me, it was just one of those deaths. I really did. I liked it. It was spot on as well. It was well shot. I think that's got to be one of the best shot scenes in The Walking Dead, the standoff. And just as it was all over, and I thought, oh shit, now everyone else is going to get killed and shot here, they all go their separate ways, and Rick actually offers the rest of the other group to come with them. Now, we don't know if they'll follow them in the next episode. I'm not too sure, but I honestly thought the doctor would leave. I thought the doctor would go. And I just think it was good the way Rick proposed to them for them to come with them. It just shows that Rick really wants more people and the bigger group. And it was like he knew it was a bit of a misunderstanding and a bit of a nothing to do with the other cops there. It was just a really weirdly done scene, and I enjoyed it. And there we have the traumatic scene of Maggie seeing Beth's body and crying. Now everybody is said, what's Maggie? What Maggie hasn't cared for a while now. Well, that's not the case. It's making so much more sense now that she's used that Washington mission a bit like Abraham. It was a distraction, so she could stop worrying and thinking about Beth. She's used it all. Everything's happened so much. She hasn't had time to even think about Beth. I know that sounds bad, but she didn't want to think about it, if you get me. She doesn't want to know if she was dead or not. And when Michonne told her that she was alive, that's it then. The hope was all there. She was happy to just hear news of Beth. And just when you see Beth gone, all the hope was gone. All the hope was gone. All her emotion was from... Don't forget, she hasn't had time to grieve for Herschel. It's been... I wouldn't even say it's been a month since the prison in the Walking Dead time scale. So she's lost a sister, a father, all in the space of a month, and she hasn't had no time to grieve. She can honestly say she lost her sister the day Herschel died, because that's where they split up. So she hasn't had time to grieve, and I think next season's got to be a changing point for Maggie. I can see her being a lot into herself, like a bit depressed, but also mad, like Abraham is, the way unthinkable. She does actions and she asks questions later type thing. I just think that's what it'll be like, and it was really sad. It was really sad to see. So now Beth has bit the dust and is now up there with Herschel in the heaven. It was really sad. Sad episode. It's like two members of the Green family and two mid-season finales. It's like, oh Jesus, what are they gonna do with Maggie? It's really sad to see. So yeah, that's it for this review. Let me know what you think about the character death and that episode of the episode in a whole. Was it one of your favourite mid-season finales? Was it your least? Yeah, I'm happy to. I'm really happy. I want to listen to what you think. Thumbs up if you loved the episode. Thumbs down if you didn't. Could you please subscribe? Before I go, some of you may be thinking, why haven't you talked about Morgan? But that's it. I haven't forgot. I will be making a separate video on Morgan because I feel like I've got so much to say about Morgan, and I'm already pushing on to 12 minutes here. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks. If you want to be involved in more of the discussion, head over to the Walking Dead fan base on Facebook for plenty of discussions, loads of topics on the finale. Please join, and if you do join, just write down in the comments that you came from my videos, and hope to see you there. Thank you.